the setting of The Simpsons.
Thank you. I'll come again.
Apu, the Indian-American convenience store owner, has been around as long as Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie. That is, since 1989. But now, one comedian is not buying his character.
Apu, a cartoon character voiced by Hank Azaria, a white guy.
He's even made a documentary about it.
This is all we had. Apu reflected how America viewed us. Servile, devious, goofy.
Alas, it is true.
Hank Azaria, the voice of Apu, told Stephen Colbert he's now reassessing the role.
The idea that anybody was young or old, past or present, was bullied or teased based on the character of Apu, it just really makes me sad.
And that he disagrees with the show's initial response.
I bet my book light is shining on something offensive.
Making fun of PC culture.
Something that started decades ago and was applauded and inoffensive is now politically incorrect. What can you do?
Some things will be dealt with at a later date.
If at all.
Back to real life and back in New York, I met up with one comedian who's happy things are being dealt with now. Samantha Bee, host of Full Frontal.
I welcome a world, actually, in which we make progress. We don't see things through the lens that we saw things through in the 70s or 80s. I think that's appropriate. I think we're growing. I love 16 Candles. I love that movie. I watched 16 Candles, I want to say 350 times when I was a teenager. I watched it every weekend. I loved it so much. I actually was showing it to my kids because I was like, this is Mommy's favorite movie of all time. And I mean, it still is. It's always going to be, it always has a place in my heart. It's very funny. But it is rife with stereotypes that we would not bring to life cinematically today, unless we were doing a period piece.
What's happening, hot stuff?
Like Long Duck John, like the character of Long Duck John, is a full-on Asian stereotype.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky.
And we've just moved past that now. I actually turned it off. My kids have kind of evolved past that place.
May I be excused?
Molly Ringwald is also revisiting 16 Candles, as well as other John Hughes movies she starred in, like The Breakfast Club.
Sweet. You couldn't ignore me if you tried.
Writing in The New Yorker, the films could be considered racist, misogynistic, and at times homophobic. Asking, how are we meant to feel about art that we both love and oppose? Bill Maher says enough already with the soul-searching.
Oh, please. They were teen comedies, not snuff films.
It's not just cartoons and movies. Some of the most beloved children's books are being read in a whole new light.
You will note I am neat. Wiped my feet on the mat.
Now the claws have come out for Dr. Seuss, a.k.a. Theodore Geisel.
Today is your day. You're off to great places. Off and away.
Last year, when Melania Trump donated Dr. Seuss books to a school library in Cambridge, Massachusetts,
the librarian at the Cambridgeport Elementary School said no thanks to an initiative from the White House.
The librarian declared they were steeped in racist propaganda, caricatures, and harmful stereotypes. And less than a month later, Dr. Seuss was in the crosshairs again, when a museum in real Springfield, Massachusetts, was criticized for putting up a mural depicting this character from And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, which was published in 1937.
To say that Dr. Seuss was a racist is, I think, one of the most absurd things I've ever heard.
Ted Owens, Geisel's namesake, knew his great-uncle well.
And so what he told me was basically back in 1937, he had used the term Chinaman. And that, at the time, was considered apparently okay.
But Owens says as times changed, so did Dr. Seuss. In the 70s, he revised the character.
So the book was reprinted saying a Chinese man. Also, the yellow that was used as a tone was eliminated, And in addition, the braided ponytail on the Chinese man was eliminated as well.